Hey, what's up, TradeZero fam? Today we're gonna be taking a look at your hotkeys for ZeroFree. The different modes that we're gonna be taking a look at today is load, window execute, hotkey execute, all out, and the cancel hotkeys. All right, so getting started, you wanna head over to your preferences tab in the top left corner of your ZeroFree platform. Under preferences, we're gonna be taking a look at orders. All right, so let's go on ahead and start adding some new hotkeys. So we click on add new in this section that appears in the top right corner of the panel. And then we see a nice line item that populates, all right? Starting out, we're going to apply a hotkey combination using our keyboard. So we're gonna make a Control-B hotkey. We're gonna give this a name, and since we're starting out with load, we're going to name this load. Now all these other parameters are set to default, but you can adjust them. So my side, of course, is buy. Quantity, we're gonna change that to 50. We have it on our smart route. Order type, we're gonna set it up for a limit. But as you can see, we have different order types here available to us. So we have the market, limit, stop limit, market on close, limit on close, and range order types. The expirations that we have available to us are day, good till cancel, good till crossing, and day plus. And then I'm just gonna select my account here. This little checkbox toggle button, if you hover over it, you'll see that it states custom price. So we can check that if we want to input a custom price. Right, but we're gonna leave it off for now, and then we're gonna select a price source. So the price sources that we have available to us are best bid, best ask, and entry price. Since I'm purchasing, I'm gonna use the price offset set to best ask. So for the offset, we're gonna make this 10 cents below what the current ask is. So we can do negative symbol here, and then we do spot 10. All right. And then the rest of the fields are grayed out because we don't have a stop price or anything else of that nature. So we're just gonna hit save, and that's it for our load hotkey. All right, now let's see how the load hotkey works. So for load, it'll load all the information that we set up under our load hotkey and apply it into the system. So it won't execute the order, it'll just apply all that information onto our order ticket. Let's type in a symbol here. We're gonna go for Apple. All right, and then I'm just gonna press my combination key here, Control-B. Now, if you take a look at the order ticket, you'll see that all of the information here got applied. So we have a price of 178.50, which is just about 10 cents off of the current ask. Then we have a quantity of 50, right? Our smart route is selected. Then we have our time and force on day. All right, now when I'm ready to execute this order, I can go on ahead and hit buy. And that's it for load hotkey. Now let's take a look at how to set up the hotkey execute mode. So we're gonna click on add new. We're gonna set our hotkey. I'm gonna apply Alt and the number 2. Then we're gonna give it a name. We're gonna set this for hotkey execute to make a purchase. So this is gonna be a buy 100 hotkey. Our quantity is already set for 100, so we can leave that. Our side is already defaulted to buy. We can also leave that. We have our route here, and then we have market, day expiration. We're gonna select our account, and then that's it, right? So just a buy 100 at market, hotkey execute. We can go on ahead and hit save, and now we have that applied. So when we're ready to go on ahead and execute that hotkey, we're gonna make sure that we're on the level 2 window that we're gonna execute from. I'm gonna give it a different symbol here. We're gonna do forward, right? And then we can just go on ahead and hit Alt and 2, and that'll execute the hotkey. So the next hotkey that we're gonna look at setting up is for the mode window execute. So what happens with window execute is you have to manually input the criteria inside of your order ticket before you hit the combination key for your Windows execute hotkey. So for example, we're gonna set this criteria here. We're gonna do a quantity of 100 shares. We're gonna do a limit order, all right? And then we're gonna set a price of 170. All right, awesome. Now, once we have that information set inside of our order ticket, let's go back in, add new. Let's start creating this window execute hotkey, all right? So I'm gonna do Alt 3, give it a name. We're gonna name this buy, all right? We're gonna change our mode over to window execute. And since it's on buy, we don't have to change anything else because all of that information is already inside of our order ticket. As you can see, the rest of this information on this line is grayed out because we already have much of that data inside of our order ticket. So we're just gonna hit save, go back to stocks. So we have 100 shares of Apple at 170, all right? We're gonna change that symbol again. I'm gonna do Ford, all right? Now let's change the quantity to 50, great. So we have Ford, 50 shares, price, we're gonna change that over to $12, all right? And then we have our time of force for day. So now let's go on ahead and execute that hotkey. We wanna make sure that we're on level 2. Now we're gonna input our hotkey combination, Alt-3. So we have this order confirmation here that appears the moment we press our Alt-3 hotkey for the Windows execute mode. And we could go on ahead and click confirm once we're ready to place the order. And then we could also disable this confirmation window if we no longer want to see these pop-ups. Let's take a look at setting up an all-out hotkey. All right, so we're gonna hit on add new. For the hotkey, we're gonna do Alt-A. We're gonna give this a name. We're gonna name it all out. So what all out will do for us is it'll liquidate all the positions in our portfolio. Something like a panic button. All right, so we're gonna have it for all out. We're gonna change our mode over to all out. So side becomes grayed out because again, this is a liquidating position, so it'll sell everything. All right, so the only things that we can adjust here on this hotkey is the route and the expiration, along with your account. Now for the order type, we can't change this because again, this is a panic button, if you will, so it'll liquidate all positions at market. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna hit save. All right, we're gonna go to stocks. Now we see that we have 3 open positions. We have Ford, Apple, and BAC, all right? So you can also click on your order ticket here where the symbol is loaded, and we can now press our key combination for that hotkey, which was Alt-A. All right, now that we see right here on our notification side that all of those positions have been liquidated in full. Let's take a look at setting up the cancel mode and creating a hotkey for it. So now what cancel would do is it'll cancel the orders that you have inside of your portfolio window. So let's give this a hotkey combination of Alt-C. Let's give it a name of cancel. And that's all. That's all we have to do for this hotkey. You can hit save. Now let's go back and now let's start setting up some orders to see if this hotkey will in fact work for us, all right? So we have now our BAC loaded into our order ticket, so that's what we're gonna reference. So now from our level 2 window, just gonna click on this best ask over here and we're gonna change this price over to 29, all right? And then we're gonna do a limit order to purchase. So let's hit buy, hit confirm. And now we see that we have an active order that's outstanding waiting to be filled. So now let's execute our hotkey combination for the cancel mode. So I'm gonna use Alt-C. And now we see that we have no active orders inside of our portfolio. Thanks for tuning in to the ZeroFree walkthrough on hotkeys. We hope to see you in the next video.